We're back for the first 25 minutes of this one, and before we went to the break, essentially, Alex, what I was going to mention is for the first time in this tournament, both Flu and Dallas will be out of bracket, if you will. They will be facing, as a domestic side, Dallas, and international side, Fluminense, and vice versa, same as we will see for the championship game between Manchester City of EPL and Weston Football Club of the United States. We're on with the first 25 minutes. It's the third place matchup. Of course, a prequel to the championship game, which will take place at 10:40 a.m. You can't miss that either. Alex and myself will be back for that one after this one between Man City and Weston FC for the title, for the glory in this Prospects Cup in its 2017 first historic edition. And here is Fluminense via Mateus Pedro. He's crafty. Dallas will control it, but not before the good defensive workout by Kawa. Mateus Pedro again. Minsky with good defense and finding Gabriel Brandon, one of the two captains for Dallas. Brandon still on his feet, looks to turn, looked like a foul. It's not. Mateus Luis marking Gabriel Brandon that time.
This should be a good game, a close matchup. Let's not remember that these are the teams left during the tournament. Two of the better teams out of them all. They had an extraordinary group stage. They made it through. They lost a tough game, their last one, but they're back and they want badly to win this third place. So we're looking at two of the better teams that we've seen throughout the whole Prospects Cup.
And Alex, we'll go ahead and look at the starting 9 now for both teams and the way they're going to come out and set up on the pitch. Both managers looking to play their best, both John Cal and, of course, Diego Leonardo Correia. As Fluminense manages the ball on the left. Gabriel Brandon. Here is Fluminense.
The Brazilian team coach Diego Leonardo Correia, Almeida with number 12. Then we have De Siqueira, De Andrade, and Rocha, number 4 for Flumi. Da Silva, Santana, and Barreto, number 10 in its back. Nogueira and Da Silva with 14, David Lucas Da Silva.
FC Dallas lineups presented by Hummel, Alex.
John Gal is the coach. Eystone is the goalkeeper. We'll take a look at Canizales, Portnoy, and Brandon. Also with this Dallas team, Gal, Ursuan Quiroz, number 10. And of course, Minsky and Figueroa with 14. That is the FC Dallas team for today.
Gabriel Brandon, it's a prefabricated play, didn't get to Minsky, straight out of the lab. We saw them try that before in the tournament, not this time for Owen Cal and company. He is the captain, and he has the ball on the right side on the throw-in for FCD. 3 minutes gone in this first half between Dallas and Flu. Brazil and the United States going at it in the under-12 age bracket for these two formidable academies. Arguably the best Major League Soccer youth system for FC Dallas. We've seen a ton of talent come out of the Texas club. And for Flu, what do you say? Another sensational academia with a ton of talent, as it is. So much talent coming out of Brazil, really, with all the teams. Alex, and Fluminense being one of the major players in that Brazilian club youth system academy.
Yeah, no doubt. They do great work. And it's reflected in this team, under 12. The kids know how to play. They're very talented, very crafty, as you say. They've got this Brazilian natural way of playing soccer. They just make it look easy. They're a very physical team as well. Work very hard and got very far. So they want to tap it all off with this third place. But in front of them, there is a very competitive Dallas FC team that also wants to win, and they are going to have the opportunity here in this set-piece play to score first.
Canizales going in, looking to get there was Brandon, tried it off the back heel, looking on that left side for Cairo Figueroa. And Cairo couldn't get there in time, but it was a Smart play that time by Dallas, utilizing that set piece possibility. That's what their head coach likes to do, John Gow. And here's Owen. Minsky, he's dispossessed. Mateus Luiz can't control it. Minsky back on it, and now Gow with Minsky. Defended by Mateus Pedro. There he is, number 10.
I like your pronunciation, Mateus Pedro.
This is the third play match. It is the Prospects Cup, and it is Dallas and Fluminense looking to keep the honors in this tournament. Already both securing a top 4 finish, of course, in this tourney. Gal playing it for Ursua. And we drop it back, and it's Fluminense now, trying to control it by the boots of Mateus Luiz.
So here we are, the last day of this tournament that has really surprised me, by the way, because I didn't know what to expect about the games, and I've been really surprised about the level of play, about the kids, about how hard they do it, about how well trained they are.
Yeah.
The level of organization of the whole event. I mean, you can win, you can lose, and obviously the kids are going to take it hard. At the end of the day, they take home with them all these experiences that will help them develop as a person and as a player, and that's what's really important of this Prospects Cup. Total success.
Couldn't agree with you more, and I think it's a good point what you bring up. It's a great point. The organization of the event, the way these kids play out, the fair play has been fantastic. Obviously, the partnership with Univision Deportes and the Prospects Cup and the level of professionalism brought to the tournament, I really do think it will be the first of many in this case. And in the format that it has been done, Alex, with all of these teams coming on, and we've all seen the game played at every level, and I am impressed the way it's played by these players and the way and the level of commitment that they have on the pitch.
Yeah, and I would only expect this tournament to keep growing, and maybe next year we'll see a bigger and larger, with more teams and more talent, Prospects Cup, because it's just been so successful that this is something that we need to keep doing on all the parts. It is good for the sports, good for the kids, and good for the audience, because numbers has been amazing.
Sure, sure. The people love it, and I think it will continue to be a success. Eventually, you'll see different teams, maybe more teams, maybe the format will change, but these kids will stay the same. The future stars of tomorrow. Rowan coming into the box. It's defended well. Brandon gets rid of it. And Cairo Figueroa will chase it, but so does Reinaldi Andrade. And on the left side, it was Joao Enrique. Owen Gao, who was looking for Minsky that time, not the best throw-in, and now Mateus Pedro. Swinging it out right for Luis Miguel. Now controlled by Kawa Santana, who gives it back to Luis Miguel. The chasing is done by Gustavo Quiroz Jr. Mateus Luiz has to come up his line and defend. Going all the way back, it's Gabriel Brandon, of course, the star striker for Fluminense, not in the starting lineup. We're speaking of Gustavo de Oliveira. 3 goals in this tournament, Alex, and more than likely the biggest player, the biggest size for him height-wise. Look at that. In between the legs. How many nutmegs have we seen from Mateus Pedro, that little guy number 10? Reminds me of a small Ronaldinho. Easily, I've seen about 3 or 4 from him this tournament, Alex.
Well, he has the number 10 in his back, and he plays for a Brazilian team, so that should say enough. He is definitely a magician. Number 10, Mateus Pedro Barreto. A lot of talent there. Remember his name.
Look at that.
Amazing.
In the 10-on-10 duel, because he was going at it against Gustavo Quiroz Jr., who's talented himself, so he'll try to get back at him, no question about that. There was Canizales. And we remind you, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle is now in theaters. Go check it out, a sensational film. I love the first one, and surely I'll love the second one. Been working all week for everyone at home, so as soon as I get a shot, Alex and myself will head out to the movies for some Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And also, our producer, Armando Alvarez, has promised to pay for both our tickets.
Maybe a double header after Jumanji, we can watch Shape of Water.
Fantastic. Yeah, our producer just added on popcorn and sodas.
Nice.
That's great.
Let's do it.
11 minutes of action have passed us by in this first half, and we're still 0-0. This is the second corner kick, and yeah, they both been for FC Dallas. And look at that size difference as Mateus Luis picks up Jack Minsky. A little long. Alejandro Ursua will chase it, put it in the box, and the shot from Cato Figueroa deflected. Then Brandon is off target, but FC Dallas was close this time against Fluminense.
And what you just mentioned is going to be one of the biggest challenges for Dallas during this game. They need to find a way to make up for that size difference that you can see in some of the players. At this age, that can make a difference. The Fluminense players seem to be a little bit taller than the Dallas players, so they need to find a way to make sure that that doesn't pay off. And the only way to do that is to keep running, keep fighting, and playing their game as well.
Look at this, the shot from Barreto. Mateus Pedro Barreto was there again. Alex just mentioned his capacity. Takes a shot, well done by Julian Eystone, who's been formidable this tournament, by the way, the keeper of Dallas.
Yep, nicely done there. Corner kick for Fluminense. And they have very tall players in the box, so this could be a big advantage.
Third corner kick first for Fluminense. First post clearance from FC Dallas. The shot comes from the back. It's well defended before the opportunity could be there for Kawa Nogueira. Now Owen Gal off the volley gets rid of it defensively. Gabriel Brandon turns, pivots, goes to Gal. Owen with a long ball looking for Cairo Figueroa. And now on the left, it's Henry Canizales. Good cross from Canizales. Hooked it right, nobody claimed the ball. It's off the end line, a ball for Fluminense.
Let's take another look at that shot taken from Barreto. Maybe it was intended to be a cross, but the goalkeeper with a great job, Eystone, not giving that ball an opportunity.
Have a move here for FC Dallas as Cairo Figueroa will make his way off the pitch. Coming onto the field is Tommy Hayes. Here's the maneuver on the ball from David Lucas. That was a tough challenge, and down on the ground is Henry Canizales, and he looks hurt, and you hate to see this.
Let's take another look at the play. Yeah, contact there. Those ones definitely hurt.
Assistant comes on now for Canizales, and this doesn't look good. And this is under 12 football, so you can argue there's no acting here, Alex. These are kits, and Oh, that's going to hurt.
He stepped on him, and that definitely hurts. It's going to take a little bit of time, but hopefully everything is fine. Canizales getting up slowly after he got stepped on. No bad intentions there, just sometimes it happens in a soccer match. You get there first, and you get stepped on. So it is a clear foul, but it seems like Canizales is going to be okay.
At this age group too, Alex, this is the type of injury I remember when I played at this age that could sideline you because of the fact that, you know, they're under 12, they're still kids. They have to obviously try to get over the injury in a different manner. In the pro game, you deal with it, but hopefully Henry Canizales is all right. He's been a warrior all tournament. Number 3 really has been heart and soul for FC Dallas, so more than likely we will see him back into the pitch. He's been absolutely essential, Alex, for Dallas on that left side, on that left flank for FCD. And there he is. You see him, so he's going to continue. Another foul, and look at that. A very tough challenge, and this may be a yellow card.
Yeah, on number 4, Portney, who goes down,
Yeah.
and it is a yellow card. For Fluminense's number 13, Gawa Nogueira. After that challenge, he got there late as well, looking for the ball.
And, you know, Gawa Nogueira is the same player involved in that challenge with Canizales, so I think that's a good decision by the referee.
Yeah.
Nogueira, who's a forward, and based on what we've seen from Fluminense, is taking the spot, at least for now, of Gustavo de Oliveira, the star striker who's on the bench. 16, almost 17. This would really be a statement from either of these teams, really, but if FC Dallas is able to keep the 3rd place in this tournament, they would secure for the United States, Alex, 2 of the 3 top spots because you have Weston FC in the championship game.
Yeah, and that would be definitely important because when the tournament started, a lot of people thought that it was a given that the teams from Europe and the teams from South America would have easy wins, but no way. You have academies here in the United States that work very hard and very well. What Weston has done, for example, has surprised everyone. They're in the final, playing the championship match, and you have a Dallas team that was one of the best teams during the group stage. One of the teams that scored most goals, that conceded less goals, and is now fighting for that 3rd place. So they've definitely lived up to expectations.
Yeah, the Red Toritos, little Red Toros, if you will, of Dallas were phenomenal in the first round in the group stage, and they're showing some real capacity here. It wasn't luck for FC Dallas, who are keeping Fluminense on the edge of their feet. Here's the ball on the right side for Kawa Zantana. Puts it up top, the shot, scored, and there you have it. It's Matheus Pedro Barreto gets there in time, and the little lad wearing number 10 puts it in the back of the net. Extremely complicated for Julian Eyestone because there was not a lot of space between the keeper and the striker, Alex.
Yeah, first goal of the match. Barreto started the play, and he finished it as well. Nice goal here by the Brazilian. And I think that Fluminense has been the better team in this first 18 minutes of play. They seem to be more dangerous every time that they get around the goal. Nice cross. A bit of a problem there on defense. They couldn't really do much. And there comes Barreto with the shot. The goalkeeper, Eyestone, can't get enough of that ball to stop it. And Fluminense starts winning the game. 1-0 after 19.
And we'll see Dallas resiliency here. They are a team that fights till the last minute. Gabriel Brandon has to pivot, turn, and go to Eli Portnoy. Portnoy goes up top and looks to find first-time Marlon Lucene. Owen Gal will have the fortunate rebound on his boots on the right. Goes up top looking for his teammate, Caleb Centeno. And Caleb can't get there, and it'll be a throw-in, which will be taken care of by Joao Enrique. And now Davi Lucas and Da Silva on the right for Luis Miguel de Siqueira. A mistake there off the turn by Fluminense, and Owen Gal controls it. Going up top, but intercepted quickly by Renan. And now good defense from Centeno. Caleb going up top for Alejandro Ursua. Very close, but 20 in. Fluminense up on Dallas 1-0. For now, Fluminense would be that third place winner. Dallas with a lot of time to respond. 5 minutes in this first half, and the whole second 25 minutes of action as well for them to respond against the Brazilian club, who lead them at the moment 1-0. Mateus Pedro with a shot from way out, and the rebound, and well saved by Eyestone. Kawa Elias Nogueira was trying to put that in the back of the net as we look at the head coach of Fluminense.
And it is important for FC Dallas to stay patient. You talk about that there is still a lot of game in front of them, a lot of minutes to be played. And yes, they are losing, and they certainly need to score in order to tie it up. But what they can't do is concede another one and start falling behind and get to a point where it's so difficult to come back. You're losing by 1, so you need to settle down, you need to prioritize, you need to make sure that you don't concede another one and work your way back little by little, not losing your patience, because there is still a lot of minutes to be played.
On the turn, that was well done. This could be the second for Fluminense, and not before the whistle of the referee, as Joao Enrique was brought down in the box and he's hurt. Owen Gal, who was defending him. That is a clear offside position. And Gabriel Brandon on the tackle.
And it was a smart tackle, because he was very aware that he was in the box and that a foul could be looked as a penalty. So he made the tackle, but just with enough force that he wouldn't. It was a smart play there, despite the offside.
And Alex, that's where this under-12 football is really a wonderful thing. You know, these kids, they go down, they get up, they have nothing to say to the referee. They don't go out and start arguing with the official, with their teammates. It's really when the game's still beautiful. You get to the pros, and I mentioned this yesterday. You don't deal here with politics. You don't deal with the egos, with the pride. It's really all talent.
And it's all really just about football and soccer.
And I tell you what, these kids don't like to lose.
No way. And you can see them in their faces and in what they say to the camera and the microphones after losing a game. I mean, these two teams were devastated after yesterday's loss.
That's a perfect word to utilize, because Fluminense literally knocked out in penalty kicks against Manchester City, Alex, and that was an unbelievable penalty kick shootout, by the way. We saw some of the best PKs.
Fluminense was a lot of people's favorite team to win the tournament.
They were your favorite.
Yeah. And then they lost against Man City in penalty kicks, which, you know.
Here's the shot. There's a deflection on the wall from Tommy Hayes. Taking the shot was Joao Enrique. And on the other side of the coin, Dallas giving it their on, going down to Weston FC. So clearly this an exciting matchup. Now, what do you tell me about the championship game, which we'll have later between WFC and Man City? Cool. Fourth corner kick of the game, second for Fluminense, who catches up in that stat. And the rebound, looking to get rid of it, is FC Dallas. Here's Quiroz Jr. looks to turn pivot. He does. Well done. But then he's dispossessed by Mateus Pedro.
He's a great player. He knows how to hide the ball He has a lot of clarity. He's very smart with the ball in his feet. Knows always what to do. He's got all the qualities of a Brazilian 10 type of player.
Yeah, he's agile, he's quick. And I think officially we can call him the magician. Been called the magician by all of us during this tournament.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the first 25 minutes of action. Fluminense is up on FC Dallas 1-0. Can the MLS Academy respond in the second 25 minutes of action? Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with the Prospects Cup third place game. Flu 1, FCD 0. Down 1-0 to Fluminense with the third place of this Prospects Cup in the balance. The official gives us the order, the referee allows us, and we are on for the second 25 minutes of action. It's Flu of Brazil against FC Dallas of the United States of Major League Soccer. And with a whole half in store for Dallas to answer back, Alex.
Yeah, we heard from the coach during the first half, and he's totally right. Dallas needs to step it up during the second half. They've done well, but it's crunch time, and these are the last 25 minutes you will play in this tournament, and you're down by 1. They need to find a way to create danger. They need to find a way to be more powerful on the offensive play. They can compete on the defensive level, no doubt. They're a very physical team. They know how to run, where to run. But in terms of doing damage, that's where they need a little work to be done.
And they'll try to do that. Here's Mateus Pedro, who's going to take this free kick. He may go straight to goal. Watch the power shot on this young lad wearing 10, and he gets ready to go, going straight to goal. The shot easily controlled by Julian Eyestone, who's had a good tournament, the goalkeeper of the Major League Soccer Academy.
He's a tall player. He has a lot of reach. Smart goalkeeper. Has done a great job, not just today, but throughout the whole Prospects Cup.
Oh, that's a great tackle by Canizales, who goes up top. Canizales wins it again. And now on the turn, Nogueira finding a teammate in the boots of Santana. Here's Kawa Santana. Goes back inside. That's well defended by Marlon Lucin. Now Cairo Figueroa. Ursua. It'll be a ball for Fluminense. Mateus Pedro brought down, no foul called. Does come back though, Mateus Pedro, to dispossess Quiroz Jr. And there's John Gal, who spoke earlier with our sideline reporter Lorena Troncoso and essentially said that Fluminense is playing a low block. They're very well balanced in the midfield, and they're going to need to be creative, as Alex said. As you pointed out, Alex, they're just got to be a little bit more creative and assertive if they're going to want to score a goal. At the moment, it almost seems that Fluminense is so well balanced in the back, it's going to be extremely complicated for Dallas to infiltrate that back line.
No doubt. It is a tough challenge for Dallas because they need to find a way of being more aggressive. They are down by 1. They are going to need to risk a little bit more on offense to try and get the goal for the tie, but at the same time, not leave a lot of spaces on the defensive side, because Fluminense could score another one, the second one for them, and that would basically mean game over. So they need to be very smart. Yes, aggressive on offense to try and tie this one up, but at the same time, not lose control of what you're doing defensively. You can't allow for Fluminense to score again.
Yeah, no question about that, Alex, because if Flu did score again, it would be an uphill battle that would be almost impossible to overcome by FC Dallas, who's well in the balance. They're in the game at the moment. They're within a goal. And of course, any type of draw by the by means that we will have penalty kicks straight to the spot. No overtime. Of course, at the moment, we would not need that because Fluminense is up 1-0. We look at the replay of this one, thought it could have been a corner kick as Cairo Figueroa, son of Minor Figueroa, FC Dallas Honduran international, who's been put all tournament long watching FC Dallas and, of course, watching his son.
It did look to me like a corner kick, by the way. Now we have another corner kick on the opposite side of the field. Fluminense's ball.
Cross comes in Well defended by both Portnoy and Gal. Getting rid of it now was Quiroz Jr. That's a long ball. It's dominated in the back by Fluminense. Being pulled all the way back by the official. And from there, controlled by the Cicada. Going up for Nogueira. And now the ball going to Kawa Santana on the throw-in, but first defended by Henry Canizales. Cairo Figueroa can't get there in time. And now controlled by Renan da Silva. And Renan da Silva finding Mateus Luiz. And there he is on the turn. And look at that. Quiroz Jr. winning the ball, going up top. Couldn't find Cairo Figueroa. First defended well, defended by De Andrade Renan again, wearing number 3 in the back of his Fluminense jersey. 31 minutes of action have gone by. And Flu continues to control the game. FC Dallas seems to be dangerous on the counterattack, but they need more numbers. Cairo Figueroa, just not enough. He's 2 alone, Alex, up top for Dallas.
Yeah, he needs teammates around him just to make it a little easier to try and attack with more players on the field, because if not, you're talking about just a matchup between 1 against 3 or 4. Very difficult to get anything going that way.
Gal gets rid of it before it could be controlled. Mateus Luiz on the deflection. Da Silva, David Lucas thought he had it. There he is. Now Ursua. It's Dallas ball, and it'll be taken on the throw-in on that left side. Left to right on attack for Henry Canizales and Dallas. The turn and the foul on Canizales. And once again committed by Nogueira, who should be careful. He is playing with a yellow card. The warm-up from the players, and one of the ones you see there is Gustavo de Oliveira, Alex, and he could be dangerous for Fluminense. He has 3 goals in the tournament.
No doubt. It is the second half. And Correa is trying to have all the players in the bench available for him to try and get some fresh legs on the field and maintain their goal advantage, but it's just 1. And as long as the difference between these two is just 1 goal, then Dallas will be in it.
And that was well taken by FC Dallas. Cairo Figueroa's on the right. He can have a cross or a shot. Here's Figueroa, thought about it. He's well defended by Mateus Luiz. The shot from Owen Gal from way out. Some pace on it, but control in the back by goalkeeper Gabriel Roberto Almeida.
This is what they need to do a little more often. Nice shot taken by Gal. It was a long distance shot. Very little chance of scoring there, but at least they finished the play, and it seems to me like they haven't used.
And look at that, what a shot, just wide, but no space at all for little Mateus. Pedro doesn't need it, Alex. Gets the shot out, very close from scoring.
And this is what is so dangerous about the Fluminense team. They just need 1. They have so much power and danger on offense, so much talent there, that if you give an inch of space, they'll make it pay. They'll make you pay for it. Nice shot, just wide. And talking about Dallas, they need to take more shots on goal, even if they're long distance. You never know what can happen. You need to get your offensive flowing and going. That's why I like the Gal strike from afar. They need to do it more often.
4 substitution, at least that's how it looks like from the sideline, and one of them is the star striker. Yes, he's into the field. Gustavo Gomes Veiga de Oliveira.
Can you say that again?
Mr. Alejandro Berry.
He is a great player.
Here's the opportunity in the midsection of the field for Riquelme Brandao, but defended better by Ursua, who's in the center section of the field, drops it back and finds Eli Portnoy. He opens it left for Canizales. Canizales looks to go up top. Cairo Figueroa was never going to get there. Who did was Renan Mudulon de Andrade, who comes off the back, but once again it's for FC Dallas by Lucene. And now Lucene finding his teammate, Quiros Jr. Number 10 loses it, and on the ball is Da Silva. Renan going to Gustavo. And now opening wide to Mateus Luis Rocha. Between Mateus Luis and Gustavo, without a shadow of a doubt, the two taller players in this tournament, and they both play for Fluminense. Well done by Carol Figueroa. Thought that could have been a penalty kick, not called by the referee. Little Carol still on the ground, now getting up. I'd like to see the replay, Alex.
Yeah. I mean, without seeing the replay, I believe that the referee made the right call, but we'll definitely take another look at that one because it certainly looked close. Nice play there by Figueroa. Let's see.
Oh, excellent tackle,
yeah,
huh?
Nice defensive tackle. He got a piece of the ball first.
Now, I don't know if it's, you grow up, Alex, learning about the art of tackling, because that's what it is. It's an art if you're going to do it right, or else you're going to be called on fouls and get yellow cards and red cards and whatnot. But in this under-12 tournament, we've seen the best tackles. It's that art when you're a young kid. You enjoy doing it, especially when it's a wet surface, when it's raining. But you always see these fantastic, well-timed tackles by these kids.
Yeah, and with a great timing, and also the most important thing, that this is what we were talking about earlier. All tackles are well-intentioned tackles.
Yes, that is very key. Gustavo does it well, could have a shot. Gustavo at the step over, the classic Brazilian bicicleta, and that was close from Gustavo, and that's what he has, the ability and the power to take you on the one-on-one.
Yeah, he can create danger at any moment, and that's why he's in this game now, to try and score the second one and definitely secure a victory and the third place for this Fluminense team that has done a great job in the Prospects Cup. Fell short to Manchester City on PK, but other than that, they've certainly demonstrated that they are one of the most powerful and better teams of the continent.
Earlier on the image, our cameras catching Minor Figueroa, the father of Cairo Figueroa, playing in the Premiership, would certainly want his son, Cairo, who tried for the ball that time, to one day get there, a former Stoke City, Wigan, and a ton of games with the Honduran national side as well, an historic catracho, if you will.
He was on set with us during the pre-game show.
Yeah. Now the opportunity played inside, not the best control that time for Figueroa. It was Palisak, it was Carson Palisak who had the opportunity, but he just couldn't get a shot on.
Yeah, he tried to control the ball instead of just striking directly.
It's well played into space, and Canizales was looking for it. The pass from Gustavo Quiros Jr., and now a foul. Bringing down Renan Sousa Lopez da Silva was Gustavo Quiros Jr.
To me, it was a clean and
I
safe tackle.
agree. He got the ball that time, Quiros Jr. Now Gustavo still on the ball. Gustavo is dispossessed and won by FC Dallas, who continues to fight on. And here's the opportunity. That was well played that time by Alejandro Ursua, doing it all alone.
But FC Dallas is living their best moment of the match right now. They need to take advantage of this.
They would certainly like to capitalize on the good moment. Good interception by Owen Gao. Now it's going to be Alejandro Ursua again. He controls as he's in the 50-yard line, pivots back, turns with a man right on him, finds Gabriel Brandon, drop back to Eli Portnoy. On the left, it's Henry Canizales. We go back to Julian Eyestone, back for Portnoy. And the best moment for FC Dallas, looking to strike back, but Fluminense is dangerous on the counter. Brandon again, Henry Canizales. Quiroz Jr. dropping back for Gabriel Brandon. There's Ursua, Alejandro wants it. Alex Berry's tocayo, if you will, with the same name. Looks to pivot on the left, a little bit long, and Canizales gets there in time. And now turns. The possession game now for Dallas, a missed opportunity. Now the chance is for Gawa, who finds Gustavo on the right. Here's number 9. 3 goals for him. Takes on a defender, takes on another, drops back. The shot, well defended by Brandon. Victor Cawanduzosa was close. The game turns intense. Back to Gustavo. Played inside for Renan. Renan between 2 Dallas defenders, between 3 now, is dispossessed by Portnoy. Gustavo has the rebound and is going to look to cross, not before he's defended again by Henry Canizales. The game picks up in Dramat.
Last 10 minutes of the game, 10 minutes to go. This is where you leave everything out there. This is where you risk more than you would in order to try and tie the game.
And the Gatorade player of the game, most valuable player of the game. Alex, it couldn't be anybody else. Mateus Pedro.
Mateus Pedro Barreto. Brazilian striker for Flumi, number 10. A lot of talent there.
Ursua with the shot. Alex saved in the back by the goalkeeper. Very close was Carson Palasak, but well done by Gabriel Roberto Almeida. The goalkeeper anticipated.
This is what Dallas needs to do. Step up the pressure. They're down by 1. 8 minutes to go. They can get this done. They need to risk everything. Leave it out on the field.
Ursua wants it. Will Quiroz Jr. find him? Up top is Carson Palasak. Quiroz still on the ball. He's defended well by 2 men. Brought down, played back inside. No problem for Gabriel Roberto. And look at that. There it is. The Prospects Cup. A beautiful cup, isn't it?
Beautiful. And they're giving it away today.
Now, I'll tell you, though, Alex, and you brought this up earlier. When you hear the norm and when you hear the popular opinion, and you always hear Brazil, Argentina, Germany, Spain, this is under 12 football, and Dallas has given Fluminense all the trouble they want.
Yeah. They have been a great rival. As we take a look at the substitution for Fluminense, new goalkeeper came in.
There's a foul, and this is going to be a great opportunity served on a platter for Mateus Pedro if he wants it. And that time called on the infraction was Marlon Lucene. Setting up to take this is Renan da Silva.
And if you're a Fluminense, this is exactly what you want. You're winning the game. Fouls around the box. They want to put some ice on it, just control the game. Let the last few minutes pass by, secure the victory.
Renan saved by Eyestone. A powerful, pacey shot. Deflected out by Julian Eyestone.
Take another look at it. Powerful shot. Well done there by the goalkeeper, who doesn't want to know anything about it. Saves that one for Dallas. Gives them hope. They're still in it, down by 1, 5 minutes to go.
Here's the shot. It'll be saved by Julian Eyestone, but that was well done by Renan da Silva, who tried it again. The whistle of the referee again caught the last of that play, as the official explains exactly what happened that time. And now FC Dallas with perhaps one of the last great opportunities they're going to have, and it's going to be off the set piece via the boots of Gustavo Quiroz Jr., number 10, Alex.
Yeah, maybe one of the best chances they've had throughout the whole game. When you're 5 minutes out from losing a game and down by 1, it's okay to lose your patience. Now it's okay to try and leave everything out there, to risk everything you have. I don't care if you leave spaces on defense, just try and get that goal.
Pedro Luis with 3 men on the wall. Not oddly enough, this is no coincidence. The 2 tallest players are on the wall as well. Pedro Luis setting up both his central defender, Mateus Luis, and Gustavo, who are on the wall. Here's Quiroz Jr. with the shot, saved in the back from Pedro Luis.
And I believe Rocha got stepped on. Well done there by the goalkeeper. Secure hands, staying with that ball.
Carson Polisek getting the ball quickly to the referee. FC Dallas doesn't want to lose this game. Back on his feet is the star defender, Mateus Luis da Silva, who has the ball now. The Hummel Karma official ball of the tournament. Here's Owen Gal still on it with the tackle. He's a bit late, but Mateus Luis gets right back up. And look at this, great move on the left side as Owen Gal is taken out of the play, but comes right back to fight it off against Riquelme Branjao.
You need to take back the ball quickly if you're Dallas, and you need to take all the shots you can get.
And they're pressuring now. That's a good point, Alex. You noticed it right away. Carson Polisek brings it back with the chest, looks to chip it up top. He did. Right on him was Renan da Silva. Last 4, 3.5, if you will, in regulation for FC Dallas to salvage a penalty kick shootout and try to get that 3rd place right out of the hands of Fluminense. And here's Ursua. The shot is wide. The Olive Garden play of the game has to be this one. Ole Torino! Woo!
10 on 10.
Look at that.
Barreto got the better part of that. Just so smooth.
And look at him. He knows it too. So much talent from Mateus Pedro, and both Alex Berry and myself are already calling our contacts at Necaxa and Atlas to make it happen.
Can we sign him up? I would sign him up today.
If you're sitting at home wondering what I just said, Alex, a big Necaxa fan, obviously in Liga MX, and man, speaking to you on Atlas one, so we'd love to have really any of these players. They've been so impressive this tournament, and as Alex said, I'm going to second it, and I'm sure all of you guys will third it, if you allow me the term. This has been a great tournament, and this is good football. I mean, these kids could easily take us for a ride in a friendly game. They're extremely talented, all bringing something to the table. Gustavo's in the box. The shot, it's in the back of the net. Julian Eystone had a perfect game, a very good tournament, and this time around, not the best luck for him. Gustavo scores his 4th.
Yeah, it looks like the ball just slipped away there from Eystone. It was a good play, though. Took the shot. Fluminense getting the goal they wanted to secure the victory.
Hey, listen, this is an under-12 tournament, Gustavo.
Well, he was just saying game over. That's what he was saying. He was just saying we're done. This 3rd place is ours.
Wow, and he's been impressive. He's really been impressive, and such good size on Gustavo de Oliveira. And this is what's great about this, Alex. In Qatar, 6-7 years from now, I'm speaking about the World Cup, of course, you're going to remember these names. You really are. Gustavo de Oliveira, Mateus Pedro, Owen Gal, Gustavo Quiroz Jr. You're going to remember all these names. Isa Guglielmelli from La Roma, Facundo Ezequiel Herrera from Boca, Diego Torres from America. You're going to remember all these kids that I already remember because they were so talented and have left impression on me. And here is the opportunity for the 3rd goal. Dallas looking for the all opportunity, which has left them uncovered. The shot, it's in. book it. Victor Kawandu Souza. FC Dallas completely focused on attack, are caught off the vulnerable side offensively, and they've conceived the third. Unfortunate for them because this should have been a 1-0 game.
Yeah, I mean, this is natural, and it happens often when you're down and you risk everything to try and tie it up. You leave spaces on back. You have a talented team like Fluminense that takes advantage of that. Scores the third one here. It is a 3-0 score, but at the end of the day, what we saw from the game and what was played, the difference isn't the 3-goal difference between Fluminense and Dallas, who played their best. And it was really a close matchup, but you know, this happens in football, and Fluminense gets the better part of the game. So Fluminense is third, and Dallas, with a great job, stays with the fourth place.
Barreto de Oliveira and Sosa Fluminense are the third place of the Prospects Cup 2017 after defeating FC Dallas 3-0. We'll go to break and come on back.